Hi, welcome to the Rittners Floral School in Boston, Mass. I'm Dr. Steve Rittner, and it's a pleasure to welcome you into one of our classrooms today. We've got a neat video for you. I think you guys are really going to enjoy it. The subject of today's video is going to be how to make a line arrangement, a geometric arrangement, a high-style design that is contemporary in feeling and yet quick and easy to achieve. I think you guys are really going to enjoy it. We're going to be featuring some great botanicals today from a company called Hilverda De Boer. If you haven't heard of them, you should, because they're bringing some very, very neat things in, and I think you're going to enjoy seeing their product. Let's start our design. Of course, to start with, we've got a container. This is not a teeny tiny container. As you can see, this particular contemporary design is going to be fairly good sized, and we've got a very, very nice container, a nice piece of glass to work with. It's already been fitted with some foam to make it easy for us, and we're going to go accordingly. And I think you guys are really going to enjoy what we do with it. Now, in starting off our contemporary linear design, we're going to start it off with some branchy stuff. You never can go wrong with branchy stuff. It can be all kinds of branchy stuff. We like to use curly willow, we like to use birch. There are a huge range of things out there, kiwi vine, but you never can go wrong in terms of using branchy stuff, because branchy stuff can establish the height of your design, and it can make your design immediately fairly good sized. And as you can see, looking at it, just by taking one piece of branchy stuff and placing it in here, just how big this design actually is. It's not going to be teeny tiny. Of course, when we're doing linear things, we don't have to make them quite this big if we don't want to, but sometimes it's fun. And we thought that if we were going to do a video showing how to do a contemporary high-style design, linear design, it would be kind of fun to come up with something that is not teeny tiny. Now, how else do we achieve size on this? Well, we're going to mix some interesting things together into this design. And here's a product that we have not shown you before, but I think you're going to really like it. This is Aurelia leaf. It is a fairly good sized product. Look at the size of this. It is big, it is showy, it's just wonderful. It has an interesting shape to it, a compelling shape. And I think you can see, my viewer, why I like it, because I can take an Aurelia leaf, stick it into a design like this, and just by sticking one Aurelia leaf, look at how that fills space. It really has a presence all of its own. Now, I did mention that we were using some botanicals from Hilverda De Boer, and one of the things that they are known for are the lilies. Some of the lilies that they bring in are absolutely amazing. These are some of my favorite flowers. They're big, they're showy, they hold up well, the lasting quality is good, they are a pleasure to work with, and they make your designing so easy. And so I am going to work a lily in here. I'm going to take one of my stems here and work it right here into the center part of my design using my lily. Notice how that goes in so nicely. Of course, that takes care of an upper section of our design, but it doesn't really cover the full range. And so I am going to take another stem and place it a little bit lower. And you notice that it doesn't take much. That's what I love about this stuff. This stuff practically designs itself. It makes our life very, very easy. Now, among the things that the folks at Hilverda De Boer bring in, they bring in some pretty cool calla lilies, and we just love their calla lily product. I've taken a bunch of callas that have come in, and I've used a little of the decorative wire around it just to give it a kind of a contemporary flair. And so I can take it. Normally you would think, my viewer, that we would be taking our calla lilies and perhaps putting them in individually, but no, I'm going to take this and I'm going to take the whole thing, the whole shooting match, and basically place it in as one unit. In other words, we tied them together using our decorative wire, and I'm placing it in just as an entire unit. Now, at this point, I want to cover my mechanics, and because of the fact that this is stylistically a design that is a little bit more on the contemporary side, I'm using my foliage here more as an architectural kind of thing rather than as something to cover mechanics, but I definitely do want to cover mechanics. I'm using a little bit of my moss in order to do that. So I'm going to take some of my sheet moss, working it around. I'm taking some small pieces of moss. I'm holding them in place using some small little hairpins, which are wire hairpins, and then by doing it that way, the hairpins help hold our materials in place. Notice, my viewer, quick, easy, and fun. That's the Rittner Floral School way, and I think you can see that this design practically made itself. It came together almost immediately. A branch, an aurelia leaf, a couple of stems of our lilies, a grouping of some of our calla lilies, and there you got it. Something that's linear, something that's high style, very, very elegant, you notice, not teeny tiny, quick and easy to do. Well, my viewer, I hope you enjoyed this brief video. On behalf of all of us here at Rittners Floral School, it was a pleasure to present this to you. I hope you enjoyed it, and it gives you some ideas of how you can come out with some really, really neat, quick and easy contemporary kinds of linear designs. We want to thank the folks at Hilverda De Boer for the very, very wonderful botanicals provided that were used in this particular video. On behalf of all of us here at Rittners Floral School, I'm Dr. Steve Rittner. We thank you for coming in and visiting with us today.